Hello, sweet viewers. Welcome to my channel. I am Marita, and today I'm going to be presenting you with a very delicious meal. It's called Matoke or green bananas. Now, green bananas are very delicious when they are cooked with love. I'll be topping them up with my favorite lamb and potatoes and cabbage. This meal is so delicious. I learned how to cook this meal in Africa, where my mom used to cook it for us, and we used to enjoy it very much. You will be delighted to know that this meal was very sweet, and you bet when you cook it, you'll be licking your fingers. So now I'm going to take a whole cabbage and divide it into two parts. I will only use one part. I don't need a whole cabbage. So here you can see I'm just struggling to cut my cabbage, but finally, yay, I've cut it. So now I'm just going to slice into small pieces. After this, I'm just going to peel two carrots, and then I'm going to slice them, chop them up, and this will be cooked with the cabbage. You just, slice them anyhow. You can have small pieces or large pieces, it doesn't matter, as long as they do cook well. I'll move on to put some oil in a pan. You can use any oil of your choice, and then I'm going to put spring broccoli, not the big ones, but these are the small spring ones. I love them because they cook so quickly. You know how cabbage is. Cabbage is very low in calories and high in vitamin C, and I think also vitamin K. Also, it's a very good source of fiber for your health. I've learned that it's also a good antioxidant. I've added my carrots and I'm going to just fry them together. My carrot shouldn't take very long because it's been sliced into small pieces. We are going to cover for 5 minutes and then check again. So this process is about checking, covering, adding a little fluid, just like that, making sure that nothing, nothing burns at the bottom. I'm now adding curry powder, just like 2 teaspoonfuls, onion powder, 2 teaspoonfuls, seasoning. I have put a description of the ingredients. So if you want to make your own homemade seasoning, you can follow my description, which I will put in the description. Add a little water or the fluid that you have set aside from the meat, just to allow it to um, to cook more. At this point, you're going to add your cabbage, add all the cabbage, and let it cook by covering. After a while, you're going to check your cabbage, let's say 5 minutes or so. Check your cabbage, and right now I'm going to add coriander. I feel like more coriander is what I need, so I'll put like a bunch of coriander. Cut all the leaves and leave the stems. Also, I'm adding a chili pepper, green chili pepper, and spring onions. I'll add about 2 of them. And did you know that cabbage is good for your heart health? I'm going to add olive oil. I don't like dry cabbage, so I'll try my best to make it soft. And by now you can see it's changing, and it's actually changed the color, become a bit more soft. I'm checking the salt, and if the salt is not enough, I'm going to add a little bit more salt, just to balance everything else. My cabbage now is cooked, and I don't need to cook it for a long time now. So the whole process of cooking has taken about just half an hour. And it's very good for the family and even children. Try to introduce this kind of food to your children when they are very, very young, because when they grow up, they will always love it. So now we move on, going to grind peppercorns, cardamom, and salt. You don't have to grind the way I'm grinding. Like, this meal is actually my favorite traditional meal. So my lamp goes to the pot, and I'm going to be putting all the grinded cardamom, peppercorn, and salt together. And I will be making it very, very special, very special. I use kosher salt, but you can use sea salt if you like. But, sea salt, kosher salt, all those, or pink salt, I love them a lot. So here I'm using kosher salt and adding into the meat. It's gonna be covered up and boiled up to probably half an hour. Check again, and if your meat is the hard type, put it back, let it boil for like an hour, let it just, come out soft First of all, I washed my meat. It was so washed up with lemon, so it's perfectly washed. These bananas are from Uganda. I love the Ugandan bananas because they have another sweetness, and once they're cooked, they come out very soft and they don't harden. Green bananas are known to be very good for children. Um, they are rich in nutrients and good source of vitamins, especially vitamin C, minerals like potassium, which is important for heart health. And they aid digestion and regulate blood sugar levels. They promote the good bacteria, and also they are a good fiber. And resistant to starch, which help maintain, regulate bowel movements and improve overall digestion. Also, energy wise, they're very good source of energy, quick energy due to the carbohydrate content, making it, you know, very popular in Africa. And they can be cooked anyhow. You can mash them, you can boil them, you can include them in anything. Like mine, I'm going to be including meat in it and some vegetables. Very good. Um, and good for especially weight management. So those who have never tried green bananas, I know it's a bit of work peeling them and cooking them, but you can try them. You can try them and see for yourself, especially if you have young growing children. This is the meal for them. This will surprise you. Kids need something that is good for their health, and because they're growing, they need quick energy. They need vitamins and minerals, which are important for their heart health and overall health. I'm going to be adding some potatoes just to make my gravy rich, and I don't have to thicken my gravy because I'm adding potatoes, which when they are ready, they thicken the gravy nicely and they make a nice combination of my dish. You don't have to add them, but they're really good. They go together with the green bananas. Once everything is done, just cut them into pieces, smaller pieces, so that they don't take so long. Or the bananas need to also be cut into two, just to make them easy to stir when I'm cooking. I need to be able to stir them without them breaking. So that's why I'm cutting them into pieces. Once you do that, you're gonna prepare your carrots and add them into the dish. Remember, we added some small carrots in the cabbage. So again, carrot is very good for any dish, especially where you're cooking for children and things like that. Carrots are good. I'm now going to include one onion. I love the red onion. I think that it's more tasty, and I think it's very good. Not just for me, but for anyone. And again, onions are good They're very low in calorie and they're packed with the vitamins and minerals, especially B6, the potassium, vitamin C, all the good things. Also, did you know that onions can reduce inflammation and combat oxidative stress in the body? I know that, so that's why I cook with them. They also very good. It lowers blood pressure as well. It reduces cholesterol and improves circulation in the body. I didn't know that, but when I did some research, I found that onions are very, very good for us. They are very good for people, for not just people with the heart, blood sugar problems, even cancer, heart diseases. It improves our overall health and it's good for us. Onions are good for anyone. Carrots as well. They boost immune function, heart health, weight management, digestion. They are very good for the eyes, and also a good source of vitamin A, K, vitamin B, including biotin. Carrots are good for that. They also provide minerals like potassium. I'm talking about carrots. Yeah. Everything I'm cooking is good for us. So I'm going to fry the onions until they're soft. Once the onions are nice and soft, make sure they're not burnt. You're gonna start adding other ingredients. My garlic ready to go in, and then I'm going to also crush um, ginger. Oh, by the way, did you know that ginger is very good for pain relief, especially muscle pains, soreness, as well as provides relief from menstrual pain. It's very good for digestive health and also known for inflammatory conditions and very good for blood sugar regulations and heart health. And, may help to lower cholesterol. Also, garlic is also very rich in vitamin C, B6, selenium, immune boosting, heart health, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory effects. And also, it can prevent cancer and, other problems, particularly the stomach cancers, and all. stirring. So now I'm going to be adding bell peppers. I'm adding African eggplants. They are small, tiny eggplants. I normally buy them in a marketplace. You can find them in any market in London. They're very good and very sweet, and they bring good tastes and richness to your grain. As you can see, we are still adding the stock that we set aside from the meat that we boiled. So keep adding this as you go along, cooking and softening your ingredients that you're adding to your gravy for the base. And just keep watching, covering it for every 2 to 3 minutes. Open up and stir it and cover it until it gets to the texture that you like to see. Add some palm oil. Look for palm oil that is nice and pure. So I'm adding that to soften my bell peppers. So cover it up. Keep an eye on it and prepare other things like tomatoes. You do not have to add many. You can add 2 of them, or you can add more according to your taste. Just add them up. Lower the heat if it's too much, or keep adding the gravy to make it, to make it more soft and moist. Because if you leave it like that, it's going to burn. So you're gonna cover the pot. Also add the gravy on top. But make sure that you use big enough pot so when it comes to turning, it doesn't spill out. Okay, I'm now adding the Matoke, which is the green bananas. I'm adding carrots and tomatoes. And I'm going to add more fluid and then I'll cover it. Let it cook slowly for a few minutes. Check again. Increase the heat accordingly, checking that it does not stick at the bottom, and then keep adding the fluid as you do so. Make sure you're not adding the bits at the bottom from the peppercorns and the cardamoms that were on the boiling meat. Just if you have to sieve it so that you have a fluid that doesn't have the bits. But for me, because I know they're at the bottom, I'm just kind of scooping from the top and then spreading on my dish slowly as I go. But you can actually sieve it to just prevent accidents and things like that. So just do as you wish, and you know, and it's all right. How you do it is fine. The dish will be fine, and everything will be perfect. Right now, just put enough fluid and cover it and let it cook slowly, maybe for about 15 minutes. Check that the oil is hot before putting in the meat because you don't want it to be soggy. You want it fried. Fry all the meat and put it on the side. Check your green bananas and stir them as well because they are cooking on the side. Finish off frying your meat. Check the bananas and see that they're cooking all right and everything is fine and to your taste. Just look at that. Really smells nice and looks yummy. I'm now going to cover and leave it for a few minutes and turn the heat down. Then check again after 5 minutes. Right now, the meal looks ready to eat. And after a few minutes, I'm just going to serve. It really smells yummy. Really, really nice. I'm now ready to serve. And my meal is ready. As you can see, it looks so nice, soft, and the taste is awesome. The smell is awesome. I'm going to be serving it, and I'm going to include the lamb and the cabbage. Guys, look at that. You know, cabbage, meat, yummy, yummy green banana. I'm going to put it in another plate. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. And thank you for staying with me till the end. Thank you for everything. Thank you, my subscribers. Thank you. And God bless. Take care and see you in the next one. Bye bye.